That's largely a residential area, right, Desiree?
This is very dangerous. It is a high rate of speed for a residential area because there could be people out walking in the evening here. It is a nice warm summer night for winter.
Look at
Coming up
this.
across traffic.
Oh my!
No! Right into an innocent bystander. Oh. Okay, they just
Now
struck that vehicle. So
okay, when you said bystander, we're
trying to
talking.
get
He
this
hit another
intersection
vehicle.
Another vehicle, yeah.
He hit another vehicle.
That
This
was
has really ended badly here. This is certainly what the police hoped would not happen. That's why they pulled away in the first. Well, there's a little dog in the intersection there. I don't know if that animal came out of the vehicle or not.
Well, he T-boned. I don't think that animal came out of that vehicle. It'd be hard to imagine that would happen. But boy,
that was a
he
very
absolutely T-boned. Exactly. It just T-boned that vehicle that was coming down from the other direction on the driver's side, and it looked like it caught the driver's door and the passenger door pretty square. Is that which vehicle was the one that got hit, Desiree? I have a hard time telling from the picture right here.
Okay, the one right there on the furthest bottom part of your screen with the you can see the side of the vehicle with the impact on it. That appears to be the innocent bystander because you recall they were struck on the left side, on the driver's side of the vehicle. This appears to be a very critical situation here because you can see that passenger space intrusion. That side of the vehicle is pretty far impacted in, and right now their concern is to get that suspect out of the vehicle because he is still dangerous and a risk to officers and other people, and then they're going to tend to that innocent person who's hit. I may be incorrect here. I'm trying to see maybe if we can push in here, we can see if they've pulled the driver, the suspect out, or if they're tending to that innocent bystander that was hit. I'm assuming that vehicle there on the bottom left of your screen was the innocent bystander that was struck because they did strike them on the left side with the front end of the vehicle. So that vehicle that's with the driver door open, I'm assuming, yes, they do have guns drawn. It appears they have guns drawn on that suspect. They are trying to get him out. No, this does not look good.
Are they having difficulty getting in the vehicle?
Yeah, they probably have airbag issues. They probably have seatbelt issues. You know, all of those kinds of things that they would have to get all that stuff out of the way so they could pull that driver out. Look at them.
Well, they're trying to do something here. They're trying to pull.
They are trying to pull the suspect out of the vehicle. So that is the suspect. He is very dangerous. So they want to make sure that they can get the suspect under control and get him into custody. Right now, fire department is on the way. They're going to get here hopefully very soon. That innocent bystander. You can see there is a police officer on the passenger side of that vehicle that was struck. They are in communication, hopefully, with that driver there.
And Desiree, just so you'll know, we have pulled back on our picture because we don't know exactly the condition of the suspect or of the vehicle, of the driver of the vehicle in the other car. And at this point, not sure if there are other people in that car that the suspect struck. So again, we just want to make sure that we're not capturing something on video that would be even more disturbing than what we're looking at.
You know what? At this point in time, I yank that driver out, get the driver down on the ground, get medical attention to him, leave him. But it's the person who got hit, who was just minding their own business. That's the person that I'm worried about at this point in time.
And again,
you can't get you can't get emergency personnel there quick enough. But I'm sure the officers would be doing something more if it were, really dire situation. Perhaps they've been in communication with that driver in the vehicle at the bottom of your screen right there. But as Desiree pointed out earlier, that side of that vehicle, those panels have been pushed quite a ways in there. But you can tell that airbags deployed, Pat. It appears to be, see that white right there in the driver's windshield? One would think that might be the steering wheel airbag or the side airbags. Most of the newer cars have those as well. And that appears to be a newer model car.
And they're not, I say, hopefully it's not what we're thinking, Paul, that it's not any more dire than what we're looking at here. Because at this point, it appears that the police are shining lights on the inside of the vehicles. We're not sure if there's just a driver of this other car or if there are other people, other passengers. Just not sure at this point. We certainly hope that they, as you say, are in
plus right in the middle of
fair condition.
Right center of your screen right there, you can see they've got that suspect restrained. That's 3 officers, 2 of them really holding him, and the third one right there in front of him. You can see that one officer.
That suspect was resisting. They had a
he's
very
still
difficult
resisting,
time getting him
Desiree.
out of his car. Yeah, they've been struggling with him for quite some time. He does appear to have injuries, but I would not. I would, and we are hearing that the suspect. It was the suspect that had a dog in the car with him.
Well, you know,
I thought that was.
Yeah, the dog certainly came out of nowhere,
yeah,
so I
absolutely.
thought he had exited some vehicle, but I didn't know if it was the suspect's vehicle or the person that was struck.
Okay, we are having confirmation that the suspect did have a dog in the vehicle. They do have him laid out here in the street. I'm very concerned about the possible injuries of that innocent bystander that was struck. There is an incredible amount of what they call passenger space intrusion there, where the side of that vehicle is struck, and that will cause very critical injuries. The officers there, I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Desiree, you've not
it
heard.
appears that this could be the worst case scenario here, possibly.
You've not heard anything then from the helicopter up in the air regarding the driver that was hit, right?
No, actually, I'll try and get some of that information here if you guys stand by.
All right, go ahead and try and get there. We want to know about the driver in the vehicle right there near the bottom or center left of your screen right there. That's the vehicle that was plowed into by the suspect that they've been pursuing since shortly before 11 o'clock. A suspected DUI driver described as a Hispanic male in his 20s, started in Old Town in Pasadena. Yeah. Very, very slow speeds. It really wasn't even a pursuit. It was just basically a following.
We did just get word. Fire department has just arrived, and what the according to the police on the ground, that patient is unresponsive. That is completely in accordance with that type of impact. That this person could be unconscious or. But yes, we are hearing that patient is unresponsive.
Yeah,
and
you know, you
the fire department has just showed up.
When the police stopped their efforts, really, in trying to get that door open.
Yeah, they didn't appear to be.
Then you wonder about, you know, just exactly what kind of scenario you were facing here.
Yeah, you know, they appeared to be talking to the bystander that was in that car. They were trying to communicate with him. Apparently, that's what was going on. So, you know, when you see the officers speaking to the victim that was struck there, that is a good sign. But when they walked away at that point, you knew that person was not responsive and not conscious. But fire department here, you could see paramedics making their way up to that vehicle right now. And we will be able to update you on the condition here momentarily. But this just a terrible, terrible crash here, very high speed side impact right into the driver's door. This is really not a good situation here. So
Desiree, do you see an ambulance? Is the ambulance there?
That is correct. We do have an ambulance on scene. We do have trying to figure out which fire department that is. Possible private ambulance, LA County Fire out here, and we are in just actually in Covina now, north of the 10 freeway here, and trying to get you this intersection that this happened at. They do have this intersection obviously completely closed off now. Multiple police department vehicles on scene, as well as fire just arriving now.
You know, this is just and Pat, we talked about this. This is just the worst case scenario. We said, you know, high rates of speeds. It's a highly residential area. People coming out of a driveway and across street, whatever. And, you know, it's almost better in these situations if these things take place on the freeway because everyone's moving at a fast rate of speed. Generally, you can see the lights coming up behind you, so drivers pull over. You give the vehicle being pursued a little bit of space.
Hey guys,
but the situations like this is just it's just so dangerous, you know, for vehicles or pedestrians.
You know, they're looking around, but again, Paul, there's not. I know they're trying to open the vehicle, but just in terms of, I don't know if expediency is the right word, but you know, time is of essence.
Well, it was just such a horrific collision.
It really was. And, you know, the terrible thing, too, is this person is driving. They probably had no idea this was happening. You know, they may not be listening to radio, so had no clue that there was even a pursuit and this guy was going to come barreling through the intersection. As you mentioned, Desiree, this particular intersection, which we hope to get information for, is on a complete lockdown and a criminal investigation is underway. But again, we're pulling our cameras back because they have not removed this person or persons from that vehicle that was struck, and that's just not
What we can certainly do is take you
Sorry.
up to the moment where the collision took place. High rate of speed, residential area. We'll take a look at that.